Brought to you by Blackmagic Design, the world's highest quality products for the feature film, post and broadcast industries. Blackmagicdesign.com. The Tonkawa Film Festival, celebrating short films from around the world. Tonkawafilmfestival.com. And by Dehancer. Use the promo code RABBIT to receive 10% off Dehancer products. Dehancer.com.
All right, well, the next one I watched was another coming-of-age story. This one follows two young ladies named Minna and Flic, and they are at a prestigious boarding school in England, and they are the best of friends. Like, they walk in sync. They work together on all the projects and all the different courses, and they finish each other's sentences, like tie each other's shoes. They are also the best players on the lacrosse team. Like, they're inseparable. They're amazing. They're wonderful. Their bond is the stuff of envy. And they're talking about the project that they want to do over the summer. Like, what should our summer project be? And apparently they've been doing this for a while. It's implied that every year they pick a different summer project, but it's not scholastic. It's something that they do themselves to increase their worldliness. So they're constantly thinking about their personal portfolios. You know, what do I need to be a complete person? And I guess one year, it's implied that the year prior, they basically curated one of their classmates into a brand new person, Phoebe. And they're like, she doesn't know she was our project last year. But this year, they're like, you know what we should do? We should fall in love. Like...
With each other?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're like, she's like, I haven't been in love. Have you been in love? No, we should fall in love. Let's go fall in love. Like, well, what do we do? We're like, and right about the same time that they're having this conversation, the boys' school comes by and they say, hey, we're doing Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, and we want the girls to be in it as well. We'll do a co-op production. So they're reading the script and they're like, oh, let's do it like they do in the script where it's completely by chance. You know, the first person you see. Like, all right, we'll close our eyes and, blah, blah, blah. And so they do that. They open their eyes, and the first person they see is their geography teacher. So they look at their geography teacher, Rosalind. They do discover her first name. That's part of falling in love. And
well, that's also very Shakespearean too.
Exactly.
Because
And they're like, all right, we're gonna fall in love with her.
Not subtle.
Yes. So the film follows them and their very like meticulous, curated idea of what falling in love is. We like, at one point they turn to each other and they go, we should probably dream about her, right? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And like, do you feel any different? Do you feel like you're in love now? And they like leave flowers for her. And while they're trying to find these metrics by which they can measure falling in love, they're measuring themselves and they're not in sync anymore. They're starting to outpace one another here and there, and it becomes competitive. And what you see is these two girls who've collaborated for so many years and created this perfect union of souls. Now they're in competition with each other, and it's happening as they're growing up. Again, it's another coming of age story. They're changing the way they look at the world around them. And so I think you can see where this is going, like, unfortunately it doesn't have a happy ending.
Jealousy and,
yes,
things like that.
Yeah. And obviously the boys complicate things as well. But I liked this film. I really enjoyed watching it. It moves at a much faster pace than Big Girls Don't Cry because the girls are always like bouncing off one another, So there's this great witty repartee, and you're just enamored with them, together and alone. They're wonderful, and you're just like, oh God, I love these gals. And then as they grow and they change and they drift apart, and then obviously the things they do inadvertently to Rosalind, because she's their focus, for better or worse. It gets uncomfortable. But it's a really great film. It's based on a short story that was written by Rose Tremain, which I later went and read. because I was like, I really enjoyed that movie. Let me read the short story. I like to see adaptation. I like to see what gets left behind, what gets augmented, and that sort of thing. And so I read the short story, and you can tell that this script did a lot. Miriam Battye wrote the script, and you can tell that she really beefed it up. And it was directed by Molly Manners, which I know that's her name. But
So no offense, but that's an awesome. Is that a stage name, or is it like literally Miss Manners wrote a movie?
Miss Manners directed the film.
Okay.
But yeah, it's great. I think a lot of people are going to be able to relate to it. Again, even if you're not a girl in an English boarding school, I still think you're going to be able to relate to that time in your life when you've measured so much of your existence by the friendships you've made and by your companions, and then you have to realize that tomorrow you're going to wake up with yourself, and that's going to happen for the rest of your life, and you have to invest in that.
It reminds me of something like Booksmart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
Yeah,
type
it's like,
of movie.
Yeah, it's like the British version.
The British version of Booksmart.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the BTRP Media Network.